Namaste, welcome. So, a few of you have told me that you like the little short sessions, which I must say they're things I like to do as well. They help us just to fit yoga into our busy days. So, I'd like to introduce or remind you of something called Rishi's posture, which is really good for if you spend a lot of time in an unbalanced position. So, at the computer, just using one arm, or cleaning windows, dusting, we might just use one position. And when we can get back to doing the things we love, golfing and things like that, are all a little bit one-sided. So this can help us to bring ourselves back into neutral, back into balance. Gardening, soon we'll be able to get gardening as well, so this will be good for gardeners. So it's a forward bend. So we need to be mindful that when we come into forward bend, some people really struggle with the lower back. In that case, it's much kinder just to put a little bit of a softness in the knees. So let's just have a little bit of a warm up together. So let's just take the feet a little bit wider, just place the hands on the thighs, and your feet are facing forward or possibly gently pigeon-toed. We breathe in. And as we breathe out, draw your lower tummy back as we lower down. So we're just maybe coming to kind of that number 7 position. Just want to feel that nice opening up. And then completely exhalation. Draw the navel up, keep that navel drawn up to bring ourselves back. So let's do a couple more of those. Just checking that your back feels okay this session. Make sure we're not straining anything else by sticking the chin out. And we're supporting the back, keeping the lower tummy drawn up. Lovely. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate firstly with my trusty little stool. So you might come to a low chair or blocks. Some of you can come to the floor easily, but remember, we're not doing this for any kind of competitive reason. We're doing it to care for ourselves. So we go steady. We breathe in. Draw the belly button back as we breathe out. And try and keep your spine nice and long rather than round out. And I'm just going to bring my hands to rest on that support. So anybody who has blood pressure problems, or heart problems, or dizziness for any reason, it's not a good thing for us to take our head lower than the heart. So staying in this nice number 7 is really good. And if we have any back problems, as you can see, we've got all that space in the lower back where we tend to have a lot of compression. So again, good for those people. If we find it's pulling too much in the hamstrings, particularly behind the knee or where your hip joins your leg, we'll soften the knee a little. And we'll gradually, if it's comfortable, if it's safe, come into a forward bend. So remember, you don't have to bring the head lower than the heart. Some of us eventually can come all the way comfortably down to the ground. If we're doing that, just be sure you're putting a little bit more weight into the balls of your feet, so we're not swinging your bottom right the way back behind your heels. We're keeping the hips there aligned over the heels. So we're going to press that right hand to the floor. So you might need a block under your right hand, or a book if you haven't got a block, because we want that arm to stay straight, we don't want it to collapse. And we're breathing, straighten our left arm and bring it back behind your lower back. Wait for your next breath in and start to rotate round to look to your left. And for those whose shoulders allow, lift the left hand. So we're reaching with the left hand, we're pushing down quite strongly with the right hand. We're going to take 5 natural breaths. And when we're ready to exhale, make sure you draw your navel back
and we come into your rest. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. So again, that might be lifted up on your prop. We're not necessarily coming down. You might find your body starting to relax a little bit. And then we're pushing down with your left hand, so the hand comes kind of straight under your head, right in the centre. The arm is strong. We take the right arm out, maybe just rest it on the lower back, especially if you've got shoulder problems, or we can lift up, and we're drawing that shoulder back as we take 5 breaths. Drawing your navel back on the exhale, come back to the centre. If you're feeling strong, you could take your hands to your feet and just gently pull on your heels or your ankles to draw yourself down. Again, it's okay to soften your knees a little. Complete the exhale and draw your navel back up to your spine. Keep it lifted, so that's going to support your back as you press into the feet and inhale all the way up to standing. And give yourself a moment to rebalance, coming back upright. Said also to tone the midriff and to assist digestion as well. So I hope you enjoy bringing that into your day. Namaste, and thank you for joining me. Enjoy whatever you do next today. Share that smile with somebody, make someone's day much better. Namaste.